Of the South Louisiana Wetlands Discovery Center. Thank you for joining us tonight, Mr. Jonathan.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, how does it feel to have the Rougarou Festival named by USA Today as one of the nation's top 10 Halloween costume events?
You know, it was overwhelming at first, just because this is our third year that we're going to do the Rougarou Fest. And to be named in the top 10 best costume parties in the country was a real honor. And we certainly couldn't have done it without all of the volunteers that we have that make the Rougarou Fest happen. From people that...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, mon Dieu. Garwa Kiskela.
Ooh, I can't get it together these days. Hey, babs, how y'all
Hi,
doing?
how are you doing?
I'm Lulu. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want. Taunt Lou works. Okay, where y'all at? What y'all talking about?
Well, we were just started to talking about the festival, about the Rougarou Fest.
Oh, Lord, I should have listened to my daddy. I'm telling you, he told me a long time ago, he said, stay away from that Jonathan Foret.
Oh.
All he wants to talk about is the Rougarou. Man, I'm telling you, you start talking about it, you start seeing it, it starts coming out. Whew, but don't worry. I didn't come here just to scare y'all. I came here with something real special. Jonathan put this together. What we calling this thing?
But that's the Rougarou Survival Kit.
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
What you got in there, Chef?
Oh, we bought some pennies Jonathan put in. Why don't you tell him a little bit about that?
Well, the reason why we put in 13 pennies in this is because the Rougarou cannot count very well. So the Rougarou can only count to 12. So if you put 13 pennies, what we got right here, you put 13 pennies on your windowsill, on your door, right in front of your door, the Rougarou's going to come and he's going to start counting. And once he gets to the number 12, he's going to have to start over because he don't know 13, right? So we got an...
Oh my God! How many you put in here?
I said we put in 13.
4, 5, 6. Oh, forget it. Now, tell him. You told him about the calendar yet?
The next thing you can do to protect yourself from the Rougarou is to hang a colander on your front door, and it's the same concept as the pennies because the Rougarou can't count, and he's a little bit obsessive compulsive, I think, because he's gonna start counting all of these little holes that are on the colander, and by the time he gets to number 12. He doesn't know number 13, so then he has to start over. So he stays there counting all night long, and he's not going to get into your house. Aww. So you definitely have to put this on your front door to survive the Rougarou.
That's all good, but let me tell y'all the truth. You see this?
Oh,
that's the Rougarou rum. And if you hadn't tried it, well, not y'all, because y'all too young, but if you're over 21, this is what helps you. Because come October, I don't leave home without it.
Sure.
You know they call October Rougarou Awareness Month.
Man, I'm aware. You aware?
Oh, I'm aware. I'm real aware. I'm aware that without this, I don't go out the house. That's what I know. Ooh,
and that's a part of the survival basket too. So when you come to the Rougarou Fest, you go to the information counter. You can fill out a little survey for us, and then you enter to win the Rougarou Survival Gift Basket. So make sure you find the information booth at the festival.
And if you're young, you put your mama's name because she gotta win that. Y'all can't win that. Y'all gotta be over 21. Now. All of that's fun. Now, y'all come down on October 25th, right? Y'all have good food. Y'all get some Rougarou rum. Y'all bring all the TTs because they got a lot of fun games for those little TTs. Woo! But then, you come find me. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the real truth about that Rougarou. And there ain't nothing funny about it. But let me warn you. Once you heard it, you ain't never going to be the same. Never.
Come on, you don't have to scare the kids.
Jonathan, what you did, what you brought over here. I told you last year, none of those zombies. I'm not doing this. I saw enough of that Walking Dead. No, you keep all of that. I'm out of here.
Mr. Jonathan, what is this?
I can't help that.
What is this, Mr. Jonathan?
Look, so one of the things about being in charge of the Rougarou Fest, these zombies kind of follow me wherever I go. Oh. It's kind of a thing that happens. I apologize. I promise you that they're not gonna hurt y'all, but they're just kind of yeah. Well, anyway, let's keep going on with the interview. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. I promise you they're not gonna hurt you.
So when and where is Rougarou Fest this year?
The Rougarou Fest is October 25th. That's the last Saturday in October. It's from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it's going to be in the courthouse square.
So, how many people attended last year?
You know, we had about I would say 6,000, 7,000 people that we estimate attended the festival last year, and that's also with the parade. We ran out of food last year, and we're hoping not to. We're increasing the amount of food and our food choices, so hopefully everything goes out well.
Mr. Jonathan, how did the fest first get started?
The festival first got started about 2 years ago. We were looking for a fundraising event for the South Louisiana Wetlands Discovery Center. And so we thought that the Rougarou would be a perfect fit for the Wetlands Discovery Center because we're all about raising awareness for the coastal land loss, right? And so the Rougarou lives in the wetlands, so we need to protect where he lives, and in doing so we protect where we live too.
So, do you have any new upcoming events, like a haunted house?
Yeah, actually we do. So our haunted house opens tomorrow night, and our haunted house is going to be from 7 to 11 p.m., and it's going to be at the Waterlife Museum. So that's on Park Avenue in between Barrow and Roussel. And some of these characters that have been walking around behind me are going to be in there. The idea behind the haunted house, which we're calling Hurricane Z, is that there's a zombie apocalypse going on at the same time as a hurricane, so everybody is... She's creepy, right?
Yes.
Like, so she's one of my favorite ones that we got in the house. She does a really good job. So it's during the zombie apocalypse and a hurricane, so people are seeking shelter from the storm, and they get into the Waterlife Museum, and they have to make sure that they don't get attacked by these lovely zombies. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
So whenever you're not hearing the zombie screech, will there be music that people can listen to?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the whole thing has a soundtrack. What, you want to come hang out with me? Come, look. Adorable little zombies is what we have. Let's see where I can get to where you can see her pretty good. There you go. Smile. Or don't smile. I don't know what zombies do. Yeah, so I mean the whole house has this soundtrack, and so everything is sort of choreographed to go off without a hitch, so it should be pretty fun.
Will there be bands at the Rougarou Festival also?
Absolutely. So we've got Southern Boys, we've got Chaos of the Cosmos, we've got Showdown, and our headliner this year is the Dirty Bourbon River Show. They're a band out of New Orleans, and they have this fun carnival kind of circus feel to them. They do this song called Wolfman, and we're going to hopefully start off their routine with that and finish it off with it because it's just a great song.
Will there be activities for the children?
Absolutely. Look, right here. There are these kinds of activities, of course. And then we also have really cool games, and we keep the theme relevant to Southern Louisiana. So we have a new game this year is the shrimp boot toss. So we have shrimp boots out, and then we have these little plastic fish that we, little plastic shrimp that we throw into the shrimp boots, and you win a prize. There's also the cypress knee ring toss. So we have cypress knees, and then we're throwing rings, trying to get it on there, sort of like a bottle toss. But those are 2 new activities, and then we have pin the tail on the Rougarou, and we have the lutin toss, and all kinds of fun things like that. So it should be fun.
What is this Rougarou all about?
The Rougarou Run. So that's another of our activities that we have. That starts at 6 o'clock. Registration starts at 5, although you can pre-register for this event. And the Rougarou Run starts at the corner of Church and Main Streets. And the runners get a flag football belt with 3 flags, and they have to run the entire route that is plagued with the zombies and swamp monsters. And they, the zombies are trying to catch the flags from the runners, and their goal is to go through the whole thing with at least 1 flag left. That means they survived the run, and it's been really fun. The first year we did it, we had the cast of Wizard of Oz doing the run, and so we had like the Cowardly Lion and Dorothy that were running and being chased by zombies. And last year we had a group of ladies that dressed up as Wonder Woman. So it was a lot of fun. It's fun to participate in it, and it's also a whole lot of fun to watch. So it was really cool.
Hey, Lulu, we got some more questions for you. Why don't you come join us again?
Oh, Lord. Tante Lou, bien what ici?
Hi, Lou.
Look, I'm going to hold a little girl zombie.
You better keep those zombies away from me.
I'm not going to let it, don't hurt Tante.
So being that you hang out with Mr. Jonathan a lot, I'm pretty sure that you know who the Rougarou is. What exactly is the Rougarou?
Oh,
that's a good question. Well, I'm not going to tell y'all too much because when you come down to the festival on the 25th, I got a booth. And I'll tell you all about the Rougarou. Everybody thinks the Rougarou came from here, the Rougarou came from there. It really depends on what bayou you're from. What bayou you from, Shaq?
We actually live along the Bayou Black.
Bayou Black. Yeah, that's the bayou. Anybody live way down the bayou? Y'all been to Cocodrie?
Yes.
Y'all been to Dulac?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all been down the Bayou Sally Road?
Oh, y'all been down the bayou? Well, you go down there and you ask the old folks, and they can tell you all about the Rougarou. Some people say it was like in what was it, like 1920s? There was a Russian doctor that came all the way down the bayou, and some people say he was the first Rougarou.
No, don't.
Telling you, I'm gonna run away.
Hey,
I'm gonna leave.
Look, I'm not letting her hurt you. You're gonna be all right.
I'm gonna leave. Ooh, Lord, what I got in my... I'm telling y'all, I'm losing my mind. I got some trees in my hair. Ooh, Lordy B. Let me tell you, once you start talking about the Rougarou, you start to go crazy. It's like I'm losing my mind.
Now look,
lately.
the other thing is, if you... And I don't want to ruin your story, but one of the things is, if you see the Rougarou, you can't talk about the Rougarou unless bad things are going to happen. So...
That's what I'm talking about.
You
That's what
gotta
my daddy
be-
said.
You got it. And your daddy was a smart man.
He was a smart man. He said, stay away
Smart
from
man.
me. Some of y'all might know my daddy. Robespierre and Clotilde, you remember them,
Man,
right?
I remember them, and that's another thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
I want to say to y'all. What's nice about this festival right here, the Rougarou Fest. Tante Lou right here is the daughter of Clotilde and Robespierre, who used to be entertainers for the Lagniappe on the Bayou Festival. And that I'm a Lagniappe kid, so is Tante Lou. And I realize that you guys may be a little bit too young to remember that, or because y'all weren't born. But it was an amazing festival during
Jonathan,
that time.
you're showing our age.
Oh,
Watch
wait,
it.
I'm great, chef. I'm great.
A high nine. Let me see.
And so it's nice for us to be able to keep some of these cultural traditions going, like storytelling. Like Tante Lou is sort of carrying the torch that her parents carried. Some of the food that we have blackberry dumplings that was made by Miss Pearl Boudreau at Lagniappe, and her daughter, Miss Maggie Kibido, and her family are going to be making those for us again. So that's a beautiful part of this, is to see that those traditions that have happened for years and years are going to carry on. And not just with our festival, but there are a lot of festivals that take place in October that that everybody should go out to and celebrate.
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you, Lulu and Mr.
Thank
Jonathan,
you.
for coming to talk to us tonight.
Thank you.
I'm afraid, well, we would like to thank HTV10 for giving us this broadcast opportunity. FLAG is a youth leadership organization sponsored by the Terrebonne Parish Library System. If you'd like to get involved or pick up a link, be sure to visit us at www.facebook.com/Future Leaders of America's Golf. Thank you and have a happy, good evening.